Okay. Hey you guys, it's me, WXD, The Prophecy, and in this video I just want to talk to you guys about what it was like for me trying to switch from iPhone to Samsung after 10 years of having an iPhone. It's been a roller coaster, I'll tell you that for a fact. It has been an emotional roller coaster that's taken me to the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and if any of you already follow my Instagram, then you'll see that there were some days that I had sense of humour failures, let's put it that way. So I think maybe the first reason, or the first thing that I'll say is about why I decided to switch from Apple to Android. And essentially what the biggest thing was that I just wanted a change. I wanted something a little bit different that I hadn't had before, because obviously I've had iPhones for 10 years. The thing is, the software with the iPhone is just all the same now. 10 through to 13, or like 9 through 13, is not very much has changed. And I thought maybe in the time that I'd had an iPhone that Android may have brought out something a little bit better. That whole thing, you know, I wanted to save money. Just, you know, I thought I'd dip the toe in Samsung. It's always okay to dip the toe. Dip it. Dip that shit. Always dip the toe. And, you know, I found out afterwards that I can switch back. So I went in, got the Samsung, and then switched back to the new iPhone and it didn't cost me any money. So that's why I switched. I'll start off with the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, because that's the first phone I got after switching from my 8. I went from the 8 to the 10 Plus, and then from the 10 Plus to the 9 Pro Max. So first off, Note 10 Plus has a massive screen. I think it's 6 point... I'll find out. 6.3 inches, okay, 6.3 inches. It's edge to edge. The camera at the top barely interferes with the screen at all. It's just this little notch. Yeah, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus has a stylus that comes as standard with it. It's in the bottom right hand corner of the phone. You push it in and you pull it out. And I found myself, when I first got the phone, I was like, okay, yeah, I've got the stylus, you know, it's quite a cool little perk, I suppose. There was times where I found that you have to use it. And sometimes those times can be a little inconvenient depending on what you're doing. Not that getting the stylus out is very inconvenient, it's just the push of a button. I personally had that constant worry is, God, what if I accidentally fucking knock it out or something? What if something in my pocket presses it and then I lose it? And I think it's like 40 quid? Yeah, 40 quid to get a new stylus for that, which is a little bit expensive, but it's nothing on the Apple Pencil or anything like that, which is like £120. Which is crazy. But yeah, the stylus is useful, especially if you like drawing, like designing, editing photos. The stylus is really, really good for that. Both phones, both the iPhone and the Samsung, have super fast wireless charging, which the Samsung, from completely dead to full charged, it was about an hour. I haven't had a chance to fully charge the iPhone yet, because I've been working on this video since I got back, writing a script, so on and so forth. The Samsung is also extremely well equipped. It has everything. Some negative point about it: the battery life. They were all going on so much about how amazing the battery is on the Samsung, with its like 4,300 amp hertz or whatever the reading is. It was 4,300 something. Yeah, 4,300 mAh, whatever the fuck that means. Focus on like looking at the camera, connecting with you. I see you, Jake Sully. Fuck, where was I? Natiri took me. Yeah, the battery. So yeah, I find myself using the map to get to work. So driving like 30 miles to get to work, listening to music for like 5 hours, and then driving back. By the time I got home, the phone would be dead. If it hadn't died before I got back, which is a bit annoying. I understand that I guess that's quite a lot of use, like streaming music and maps. They're quite, yeah, they just use quite a lot of battery. So I suppose I will see what it's like with the iPhone on Monday when I actually go back, when I've got to use the maps on that, and we'll see what the battery's like. Another issue with the Samsung is there is no cases for it. Well, at least when I went to the O2 to get it, they only had one case, and it was this clear plasticky case, and it was a bit shit. I didn't actually have a look for any more cases because I knew I wasn't going to keep it. I knew it was only for the review purposes and to like dip the toe in Samsung. Other little bits is the charger. The charger's 60 quid to replace. You can get a pair of headphones to replace it for a tenner. And the actual phone as a whole, depending on where you buy it from, it's around about 1,000. I think it's 600 to £1,000, depending on where you get it from, whether it's a distributor, whether it's from Samsung, whether it's from Currys, PC World, Carphone Warehouse, wherever. So I think you can get it for 870 from Samsung, but O2 and most of the phone retailers sell it for about 1,000. What else? Yeah, the edges. So it was very square or rectangular, so it's kind of like that, but without as round edges. So I was personally terrified of dropping it all the time because I'm really bad with dropping phones. Like, I'm pretty sure I've broken every phone that I've had. Fucking brains frazzled. So yeah, but if you didn't have a case on it, which you'd have to put a case on it, even if it was one of the shit ones, because you'd be so fucking terrified of dropping it that you'd be silly not to put a case on, unless, I don't know, you've got super glue for hands. Because if that corner dropped and fucking hit something, oh my god, I'm pretty sure the phone would just pop open. It doesn't have that same as an iPhone does. It doesn't feel as strong build. Yeah, and other things, it froze. It would freeze. Like, I think the first day that I got it, I was on Instagram and the phone actually I was trying to go on my messages and I was tapping on the messages and it was registering my finger tapping the screen like that, yeah, but it wasn't actually pressing the button. Well, it was pressing the button, but it wasn't opening the messages and it wasn't going back. So I was constantly having to close all my pages, unlock and lock my phone, just constantly having to change what I was doing. It was different. I couldn't just sit and do what I needed to do on it. There was always something that would get in the way. The front camera on the S10 Plus was okay, but so all the edges, it's like the little fuzzy bits and shit, the stuff that gives you the depth of where, like a photo, Samsung have taken that away, so it's just like an edge. It's just like a straight edge, so it makes all the photos with the front camera taken look really edited. And so the rear camera has the automatic stabilizing control, which means that if you move, then the camera will stay still, you know, it won't blur. But on the front camera, as always, it looks like the photo was taken from fucking San Andreas, you know. Couple last bits about the Samsung is the maps. The maps was fucking shit. That really pissed me off, to be honest. That was one of the nails in the coffin about it. On my way to, where was that? I was going to Dursley for work. Like, it's not too far, but there's loads of hills. I went through Stroud, realised I needed some fuel. I was like, okay, let's give this a go. Add petrol station to my journey. Cool, there's one right around the corner, Tesco's Express. Happy fucking days. I'm on like empty. The fucking fuel lights pinged up on the dashboard. Pull into this Tesco Express, this tiny little fucking Tesco Express, no petrol station. Yeah, I got out of the car, looked around, nothing. Okay, so I thought, okay, benefit of the doubt, it's a new phone, maybe it's calibrating, maybe it doesn't quite know where we are. So I thought, okay, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So I was like, okay, take me to the next closest one, which was Sainsbury's, big superstore, laughing, there should be a petrol station there. Pulled up, no fucking petrol station. This is like 7:30 in the morning. So I'm having a sense of humour failure. Had to ask this old couple, but yeah, I found it in the end. So that was a massive fuck up for the Samsung. You know, that I was actually really pissed off that happened. I didn't try and use it again for fuel stations afterwards. I just looked around for them. Last bad bit, and then I'll finish on a good point, is the voicemail, which is really annoying. So anyone knows, if you're on Vodafone or don't have an iPhone, then you have to when someone calls you and leaves you a voice message, you have to call the number to listen to the message, which I personally really fucking hate, because I get quite a lot of voice messages with, like, some of them can be 2, 3, 5 minutes long with information and numbers and stuff that I have to remember. Where on an iPhone, icon on this phone, I can scroll through the message, pick where I need to, listen to from where I need to. Whereas on the Samsung, you'd have to listen to the voicemail from start to finish every single time. And I'll link in my rant video that I posted on Instagram about when that happened. Fuck Samsungs, bruv. Like, the bit that's really fucking pissed me off with this phone now is not the maps, it's not the battery, it's not the music, it's not the screen, it's none of that. It's the fact that every time I want to listen to a voicemail, I have the fucking voicemail number and listen to the voicemails over and over and over. You can't fucking pick where in the voicemail you want to listen to. You have to listen to the thing start to fucking finish. And it's fucking long, especially when people leave you like 2-3 minute voicemails with loads of information that you can't fucking understand, and then you've got to listen to it over and over and over again because the dumb cunt said the fucking number too quickly. And finally, I'll finish on a good point for the Samsung, because this is one of my favourite bits about it and was what made me genuinely really consider keeping it. If you're like me at all, then you like watching Netflix, you know, Top Boy, Disenchantment, Breaking Bad, all of those ones. Peaky Blinders is another really fucking good one that I like. There's so many. I'll have to do some series reviews as well. What the Samsung did really, really well and really, really nicely, which surprised me that there was like no advertising about it at all, was the fact that if I was watching Netflix and then had to send a work email or got a message or something like that, or anything, I got another notification, I could just close Netflix and there would be a small square of the screen that would continue playing it on the phone, so you can check your emails while watching Netflix. And they do the same things with maps, which I thought was a really, really, really nice touch. And I don't think there's another phone or tablet that does that. Not that I know of anyway. I know a lot of smart TVs don't even do that. You can do it on laptops and stuff, but that's just different windows. Like dual window capability is a massive step. And then you've got stuff like notes. When you're writing on it, it transfers your handwriting into text, which is another really, really cool little thing that Samsung have done. Because I've had an iPhone for so long, 10 years compared to 10 days, you know, it's really, really difficult. And just for me personally, the iPhone is the easiest way for me, because it's what I know, it's simple, it's easy. I've got the cloud, I've got my Mac, I've got my iPad, you know, I'm all Apple. And just trying to switch to Samsung to have the same abilities that my iPhone does, I'd have to get a Windows PC and then a Windows tablet, and it would just be spending more money than it's worth. So my overall opinion of whether to go Samsung or Apple is just stick with what you know, because it can be infuriating trying to learn a new software, a new system, and it can take away from what you're doing now. You know, I want to finish this by saying how fucking unimportant what phone you have is. It doesn't matter what phone your friends have or what phones your parents have or what you want, but just stick with what you know. You know, don't feel that, oh, because a new Samsung's come out, you should get that just because it's cool, or the new iPhone, or you're on flip reverse it, you're on Samsung and the new iPhone comes out and you're like, oh, I've had a Samsung for ages, I'll just get an iPhone just because it's new. Don't do it for that reason. If you want to do it, if you want to try it, do what I did. Go into your store. I did it on a free upgrade, so I really timed it really, really well. Go into the store, be like, yeah, I want to upgrade, give me the Samsung, give me the iPhone. And then before 2 weeks is up, so I did 10 days just because there was only 2 iPhone 11 Pro Maxes left in the whole of Gloucestershire, and I reserved them both so I could decide whether I wanted the white or the gold one. But yeah, just stick with what you know. If you want to switch it up, switch it up. But personally, I still believe that Apple holds the crown, just because it's what I know and it's what I've got. If you guys think any different, or you think of anything that I missed, like, comment, share, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. It's been an absolute pleasure. This is my first time sitting down and recording a video of me talking to you guys for YouTube, and I'm really, really excited for you guys to see it. I'm not sure when it's going to be released yet. This might not even be the first video that I release on my channel, but I just want you guys to know that this is my first video that's recorded, and I have had a lot of fun recording this half of it anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else to say about them really, other than fuck Samsung, bless.